I'm Cheyenne Souder, and I'm the Vice President of the Hernando Historical Museum Association. We are at the Minger House in Brooksville, Florida. This is a local museum that is dedicated to enriching the area with history as well as our ghost stories. The Minger House gets its name from the two men who originated in building the house. John May built his portion of the house in 1855, and then Dr. Sheldon Stringer, he came in 1886 and added on the other 10 rooms. We banded together and we saved the house in the 80s from being demolished. And now we have preserved it into a beautiful museum with some lovely donated items from our community. And we also have some spiritual residents from time to time. So the Minger House, because it's had so many residents come and go, because we have so many items that come from various places, we have gained a reputation of being the most haunted house in Florida, and I would agree. A lot of our common experiences seem to come from our youngest resident, who is Jessie May. Jessie May was a little girl who lived here, and she unfortunately passed away between the ages of 2 and 3. And we believe that she likes to move toys around and move items around, and we have a lot of things that happen that seem a little childish, so we can tell that little hands are doing that. Another popular ghost I would say that we have is Gary. He is our big celebrity of the house. He is attached to an item that was donated to us, a trunk up in the attic, and he loves to hang in the attic, and he is one of those who are not as agreeable as the others, but they are our most popular, I guess I would say. I have experienced quite a bit in the house. I don't even know where to start. We've had things that happen where we've had objects move. Our curator's not fond of that when they get displaced. We've heard voices, we've had items thrown, we've had a variety of things that have happened in this house. I've had incidences where something like talk right into my face, where I could feel it right in front of me and feel the breath of someone on my face. The most recent occurrence was we were sitting in the attic and the attic started shaking. Items in the attic started shaking and rumbling. And there was no one else there. It was just 2 of us, and we didn't know what was happening. One of my most favorite stories is when I was younger, I used to help vacuum the house, and every time we would start vacuuming, I would hear crying. It was almost like a little girl, crying for her mom. It was so sad. It was such an interesting sound because it was everywhere and nowhere at once. I'll never forget that experience. I don't think I've ever been scared in here. I've never felt threatened. I feel like I myself, as well as some of our other long-term docents, we have a very playful attitude when it comes to all of our ghosts, whether they're truly playful or whether they're not so much, and it never feels threatening in a sense. I've had things happen that make me feel comfortable. It's almost as if a friend has entered the room. There are other times where we enter the room. Mind you, I've been in every single room of this house 100 times over. And there are days where I will enter a room and I can feel something's not so right in here, something's odd, and we might get told to leave. So those are not as pleasant as some other ones are. We get a lot of ghost hunters and a lot of curious minds who come from all over the state and all over the country. We have a lot of visitors out of state that come and visit us. I love the interest that we get and that we've gained from the paranormal community and those who are so interested in the spirits of the house, because it brings them to us. And it's so many times where someone has come to us to interact with ghosts and see if anything happens, that they end up falling in love with other pieces of the house that aren't always paranormal related. I think that the interest and the popularity that we've gained from being haunted and from all these paranormal investigators and even curious minds coming to visit us have benefited us as a house, has benefited our community, and has benefited our lovely city of Brooksville.